I have a solution.
What?
Well, you could do it.
No, come on. First of all, I'm out of practice. And second of all, it takes schooling and,
Well, you went to the Yale School of Drama, Henry. Come on, you can do it.
Nice to see you.
Before their paths would cross and create one of Hollywood's most enduring friendships, both Henry Winkler and Ron Howard were forging their own unique paths in the entertainment industry. Ron Howard's journey began at a remarkably young age. Born into a family with entertainment roots, Howard was practically raised on television sets. His father, Rance Howard, was an actor and director, introducing young Ron to the industry that would shape his life. By age 2, Ron had already made his first screen appearance, and at age 6, he landed his breakthrough role as Opie Taylor on The Andy Griffith Show. Meanwhile, Henry Winkler's path to stardom took a different route. Born in Manhattan to German-Jewish immigrants, Winkler faced significant challenges early in life, including undiagnosed dyslexia that made academic achievement difficult. Despite these obstacles, he persevered, eventually earning his MFA from Yale School of Drama in 1970.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith, with Ronnie Howard. Also starring Don Knotts.
In 1974, fate brought these two rising talents together on the set of what would become one of television's most iconic shows. Happy Days was initially conceived as a nostalgic look at 1950s American life, centered around the Cunningham family and their teenage son Richie, played by Ron Howard. The show's creator, Gary Marshall, had a vision for a wholesome family comedy, but he needed something more, a character who could provide an edge to balance the wholesome Cunningham family dynamic. Enter Henry Winkler, auditioning for the role of Arthur Fonzarelli, aka the Fonz.
Henry Winkler couldn't read his audition script. Henry was diagnosed with dyslexia when he was 31 years old. When he read for the role of Fonzie, he couldn't read the script. During the audition, he made up his own lines. Henry told the producers that he did it so they could see the essence of the character. He promised to read his lines as written in the future, and he got the part.
When Winkler first arrived on set, the dynamic between him and Howard was instantaneous. Despite their different backgrounds and approaches to acting, they found common ground in their dedication to their craft and their desire to create something meaningful. From the first day, Winkler would later recall, there was just something about Ron. He had this incredible work ethic combined with a genuine kindness that you rarely find in this industry. Howard, already a veteran actor despite his young age, was equally impressed by Winkler's approach to the character of Fonzie. Henry brought something special to every scene, Howard has said. He could make you laugh and touch your heart in the same moment.
And everything was all right.
Hi, Fonzie.
Well, stepped out, cup, put the feet on the floor.
Hey, have you seen Potsy around?
And I opened the door and then a splish splash.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. I'll see you, Fonzie.
Oh, hi, Fonzie. Oh, look what some jerk left on the radiator. Boy, oh boy, there's sure some dodos around here.
We have a few mistakes. You want to see some of the mistakes you made?
Some of those.
If you don't like them, turn your head.
Okay, Happy Days cast in bloopers.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. You'll be eating it we'll be eating it, I haven't got the slightest idea.
I was having a terrible dream.
Me too.
I dreamt I was in show business. It was so called Happy Days.
How do you feel?
I gotta take a...
You want to dance first or go right out to the heavy stuff? Go right out to the heavy stuff.
What happened next would test many Hollywood friendships. As Happy Days progressed, Winkler's portrayal of Fonzie began to resonate with audiences in an unprecedented way. The leather-jacketed motorcycle-riding character became a cultural phenomenon. Initially appearing in just a few scenes per episode, Fonzie's popularity led to an expanded role. Merchandise featuring the character flooded stores, from lunchboxes to t-shirts, posters to action figures. "I" became a national catchphrase, and Fonzie's trademark thumbs up was mimicked across America.
Did you notice anything though?
Well, there was no music when that thing went up.
No theme song. Candace Bergen had a theme song.
Yeah, of course she would get one.
Well, I have a solution.
What?
Well, you could do it.
No, come on. First of all, I'm out of practice. And second of all, it takes schooling and,
Well, you went to the Yale School of Drama, Henry. Come on, you can do it.
Nice to see you.
Hey, observe.
Whoa.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
As Fonzie's popularity grew, the show's focus began to shift. What had started as the story of the Cunningham family increasingly became centered around Fonzie's character. This kind of situation typically creates tension between co-stars, but something remarkable happened instead. Rather than letting jealousy or competition divide them, Howard and Winkler's friendship deepened. Henry never let the success go to his head. Howard has commented, if anything, he became more supportive, more concerned about making sure everyone on set felt valued. Winkler, for his part, always maintained his respect for Howard's talent and leadership on set. "Ron was our quarterback," Winkler has said. "No matter how popular Fonzie became, Happy Days was always an ensemble show, and Ron was its heart."
I am Mark from Mark.
Gabaza.
Past a worthy opponent. Why did you do that?
He drew first.
7 years into Happy Days' phenomenal run, Ron Howard made a decision that would reshape both his career and his friendship with Winkler. During a pivotal phone call, Howard revealed his intention to leave the show to pursue his true passion, directing. "I remember that call like it was yesterday," Winkler has shared in numerous interviews. Ron said, "Henry, I have to tell you that I'm not coming back. My heart stopped." Then he said, "I'm going to be a director." The news hit Winkler hard. "I thought my life was over. I had never had a co-star like this, someone who was both a brilliant actor and a true friend." But what happened next demonstrated the depth of their friendship. Instead of trying to convince Howard to stay, Winkler became his biggest cheerleader. "I knew in my heart that Ron had a unique vision," Winkler has recalled. He had been studying directing for years, watching and learning from every director who came on our set.
Go. B-Mark.
Action!
Just had a flood of letters saying we're going to be sad when you folks leave. This has been the greatest experience of our lives, and it's so quiet down here, and you've brought some laughter and some excitement, and we're going to be talking about this for years. That's the kind of comment we get daily.
Often when you go into a town, it can be a little touch and go, and particularly after a little while, they start to feel that the movie company's running the town. And that hasn't occurred here. It's been just the opposite. We've had nothing but cooperation. All of our background people and small parts and extras, we've been able to cast here in St. Petersburg with a lot of people who haven't worked in pictures since the silent days. But it's great. I go up and talk to them about it, and I say, "Gee, you're doing very well." And they'll say, "Well, I know a little something about this. I was with D.W. Griffith in 1913, or I was making pictures in New Jersey as an extra, working as a kid, and I remember." And I ask them if it's changed, and they say, "No, it hasn't changed too much."
Howard's transition from actor to director wasn't immediate success. His first feature film, Grand Theft Auto, 1977, was a modest, low-budget production. But with each project, his skill and confidence grew. Splash, 1984, marked his first major success, featuring Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. The film demonstrated Howard's ability to blend comedy, romance, and fantasy into a compelling narrative. Significantly, he made sure to include his friend Winkler in the project, maintaining their professional connection. While Howard was building his directorial career, Winkler continued to evolve as an actor. Determined not to be typecast as Fonzie, he took on diverse roles in both television and film. He also ventured into producing and directing himself. "People thought I might be jealous of Ron's success as a director," Winkler has said, "but nothing could be further from the truth. Every time he succeeded, I felt like I was succeeding too." The 1990s and 2000s saw Howard emerge as one of Hollywood's most respected directors. Apollo 13, 1995, demonstrated his ability to handle complex, true-life stories. A Beautiful Mind, 2001, earned him Academy Awards for Best Picture and Best Director. Ron has this incredible ability to find the humanity in every story, Winkler has observed. Whether it's astronauts in space or a mathematician struggling with mental illness, he makes you care about the characters.
You know, first of all, we are doing this for her, okay? Because neither one of us wants to get divorced. And secondly, I know you're the big marriage expert. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Your wife is dead.
Winkler's career also reached new heights. His role as Barry Zuckerkorn in Arrested Development, produced by Howard's company Imagine Entertainment, showcased his comedic talents to a new generation. Later, his portrayal of Gene Cousineau in Barry would earn him his first Emmy Award. Both men prioritized family amidst their success. Howard married his high school sweetheart Cheryl in 1975, while Winkler married Stacy Weitzman in 1978. Their families often spent time together, creating another layer to their friendship. Throughout their decades-long careers, Howard and Winkler consistently found innovative ways to maintain their professional collaboration alongside their personal friendship. Howard's production powerhouse, Imagine Entertainment, became a creative hub where their paths frequently intersected. Winkler took on roles in several Imagine productions, including appearances in projects like Arrested Development, where he portrayed the hilariously incompetent lawyer Barry Zuckerkorn. Their collaborative spirit extended beyond specific projects. They often served as each other's most trusted advisors, exchanging ideas and providing feedback on potential ventures. This creative partnership demonstrated how their friendship enriched their professional lives while strengthening their personal bond. The impact of their enduring friendship reverberates throughout Hollywood. At industry events and award ceremonies, their genuine warmth and camaraderie stand out in an environment often characterized by superficial relationships. Younger generations of actors and filmmakers frequently cite their relationship as a model of how to maintain authentic connections while navigating the challenges of fame and success. Even today, their friendship continues to flourish. Whether they're supporting each other's latest projects, appearing together at events, or simply spending time together away from the spotlight, their mutual respect and affection remain evident. Their joint appearances at industry functions often become highlight moments, showcasing a friendship that has not only survived, but thrived through 5 decades of Hollywood evolution. Their story transcends Hollywood success. It's a proof to the power of genuine friendship, mutual support, and loyalty. From young actors on a sitcom set to industry legends, Henry Winkler and Ron Howard have shown that some bonds only grow stronger with time.
Well, I came upon a spot that was simply the most beautiful spot I'd ever seen in my life. And I said at that time, if I ever had the power, I would build a house there.
The untold story of Robert Redford's life will shock you. From unimaginable tragedy to stardom, let's uncover the heartbreaking, sad truth behind the Hollywood legend. Robert Redford's life reads like more than just another Hollywood story. Born on August 18, 1936 in Santa Monica, California, he grew up in a modest home with his father, Charles, a milkman who later became an accountant, and his mother, Martha Hart. His early years seemed ordinary enough, but at age 18, he faced his first major loss when his mother died from complications following the birth of twin girls who didn't survive. This loss left a deep mark on young Redford, who later expressed regret about taking his mother for granted. In his younger years, Redford was known for being rebellious. Although he earned a sports scholarship to the University of Colorado, he had a hard time finding his way. He got into trouble with the law, including being arrested for stolen jewelry, and his drinking eventually caused him to lose his scholarship. After leaving college, he went to Europe to study painting, a choice that surprisingly led him to acting. In 1958, Redford married Lola Van Wagenen, beginning a relationship that would span nearly 3 decades. The young couple started with only $300 to their name, but their early financial struggles paled in comparison to the personal tragedy that awaited them. Their first child, Scott, died from sudden infant death syndrome at just 10 weeks old. The loss devastated the couple, though they rarely spoke about it publicly. Redford later supported Sid's research, hoping to prevent other families from experiencing similar heartbreak.
Hey, Bubs?
They went on to have 3 more children, Shauna, Jamie, and Amy, but challenges continued to follow the family. Their second son, Jamie, was born prematurely with serious breathing problems caused by hyaline membrane disease. Though he survived, Jamie's health struggles persisted into adulthood. He developed ulcerative colitis and later needed 2 liver transplants. During the filming of Quiz Show, Redford flew to Omaha every weekend to be with Jamie during his hospital stays. Despite his recovery and successful career as a filmmaker and environmental advocate, Jamie ultimately died from liver cancer in 2020 at age 58, leaving another void in Redford's life. The family went through even more hard times. Shauna was in a scary car accident when her car went into the freezing Jordan River near Salt Lake City. She was saved by a brave person who jumped into the cold water to help her. Then, in 1983, Shauna's fiancé, Sid Wells, was killed in his apartment at the University of Colorado. The case was never solved, and the main person who might have done it disappeared, leaving the family without answers. Redford's career took off while his personal life faced many struggles. His big break came with the Broadway play Barefoot in the Park, which led to his first major movie role in Inside Daisy Clover with Natalie Wood in 1965.
It's not white. It's blue. If you pinch your elbow hard enough, it hurts like hell. This is not lilac talcum on these seats. This is dust.
This marked the beginning of an important friendship that would end tragically with Wood's drowning in 1981. Another personal loss that deeply affected Redford. His Ryanship in Hollywood was with Paul Newman, beginning on the set of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Their on-screen chemistry reflected a genuine off-screen bond marked by playful pranks, including Redford gifting Newman a dented Porsche for his 50th birthday, only to have Newman return it crushed into a sculpture. When Redford's marriage ended in 1985, Newman provided crucial support. Newman's death in 2008 felt like losing a brother, adding to the list of personal losses Redford had to endure. But wait, there is more. Despite his success, Redford maintained a complicated relationship with fame. His striking looks sometimes worked against him, notably losing the role in The Graduate because directors thought he was too handsome to believably struggle with women. Frustrated with being typecast, he moved behind the camera, directing Ordinary People in 1980, which earned him an Academy Award for Best Director. In 1981, Redford founded the Sundance Institute, creating a platform for independent filmmakers that would become his lasting contribution to cinema. The annual film festival in Park City, Utah has launched countless careers and transformed the landscape of independent film. Even after stepping down as its public face in 2019, Redford's commitment to nurturing new talent remains strong. As he approaches his 90th birthday, Redford has slowed down physically but maintains his passion for environmental causes and independent film. The athletic lifestyle he once enjoyed has given way to quieter pursuits at his Utah ranch. He spends time with his grandchildren and focuses on conservation projects, finding peace away from Hollywood's demands.
That's my opinion on the whole goddamn thing.
His marriage to Lola ended in 1985 after 28 years, a separation both described as mutual but filled with regret. The demands of his career and extended absences had taken their toll, though they remained friends, united by their love for their children. Lola had put her own dreams on hold to manage their household and children's health issues, a sacrifice that ultimately contributed to their separation. Looking back on his life, Redford acknowledges that fame brought both opportunities and costs. His journey from a grief-stricken young man to a Hollywood legend who never lost touch with his humanity shows both the price of success and the power of resilience. Through personal tragedies and professional triumphs, he maintained his commitment to storytelling and environmental causes, creating a legacy that extends far beyond his acting career. Now, in his later years, Redford finds joy in simpler pleasures. Though his endless energy has been replaced by a need for more rest, his influence continues through the Sundance Institute and his environmental work. His story reminds us that even the most glamorous lives contain deep wells of sorrow and strength, and that true success lies not just in professional achievements, but in how we face life's challenges and use our experiences to help others. For future generations, Redford will be remembered not just as the charming star of classic films, but as someone who faced repeated personal tragedies with grace and turned his own pain into platforms for positive change. His life demonstrates how personal struggles can fuel a deeper purpose, transforming private pain into public good through art, activism, and unwavering dedication to causes greater than oneself.